Watching ABC4 News, celebrating 75 years.
Welcome back. With the Sundance Film Festival gearing up to premiere next week, a locally made film is headed to the festival, and we have an exclusive look at the film, the team, and their message. So we have writer and director Fernando Puente and producer Rollins Wimber. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Tell us a little bit about your film. What is it all about?
So this film is based off of a green card interview that actually happened in real life. I wanted to kind of show this. As an immigrant myself, I wanted to show the more bureaucratical side of what it entails to be an immigrant and what kind of stress and anxiety that can put towards a lot of people who are actually applying for that process.
How did you come across that interview that you were having your film based off of?
It's actually based off of my wife's green card interview, so we were both in that office to do that. So it's actually almost word for word based by that.
That's incredible, and it is something that I'm sure a lot of people don't realize the process that goes behind getting a green card. What do you hope viewers walk away with from your film?
So one thing is empathy. I think when a lot of people talk about these issues, they're not really realizing what a lot of immigrants' lives look like and how this process really affects them. And so I do want them to think about that, and think about what it looks like for an immigrant to go through this process.
And promote some important discussions, I'm sure, as well. Rollins, this is your first film that you're working on. What stood out to you about it?
What really impressed me about working with Luis is we've known each other since film school. We both went to Brigham Young University together and studied film. And I knew that he was a great storyteller and comes from a very unique background, having come to the U.S. when he was young. And I've always wanted to work with him. And when he approached me with this script, as a producer, you're looking at the script and you're thinking, what's the potential of this story? And I think, like you mentioned, it has a lot of heart to it because it's based on a real story. And it generates a lot of empathy, and he had some really great cast members attached to the project. And I just knew it was something that had potential to do well, and I wanted to be a part of it.
It's such an interesting topic, and I love that you and your wife are tied so closely to it. For people who haven't gone through that process, what do you think will surprise them in watching this film?
I think it might surprise them just seeing how the interview process goes. And I think, in real life, everybody's experience is a little bit different, but everybody can tell that, yes, it's a very stressful moment. It's a very stressful part to be in there and be interrogated almost for something that will affect your life for the time coming.
The stakes are high.
Yes.
So you also wanted to talk a little bit about the Utah film industry. A lot of people don't realize everything that goes into it and what makes it unique. Tell us a little bit about that.
So the film industry here in Utah is quite small, and it's actually very personal. It's really easy to connect within that industry, and a lot of people really come together and help. We definitely felt a lot of support from the industry. When we were making the film, we don't have a ton of resources, but everybody just kind of came together to support us.
And really quick, I know we're running out of time. Where can people find your film?
So the film is going to obviously premiere at Sundance. Our premiere is January 23rd at 11:55 a.m. Had to make sure I got that right. January 23rd, but you can catch all the times at festival.sundance.org, Shorts Program 5.
All right, thank you so much, Louise, Rollins. Thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to seeing that.